Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven and this is Rowley. We're slowly converting a cargo trailer into a tiny home. Right now we live in a 26-foot fifth wheel RV full-time. Last week I talked about the dangerous, stupid things I did while attending the women's caravan at the WRTR in Quartzsite, Arizona. This week I'll talk about my bed and the problems and possible win of a good night's sleep. Oops. Okay. If you're curious, please join us on this journey and continue to watch. This story started almost a year ago. I think it was around May. The first time ever going camping, I went tent camping with using a teepee and the Chevy Sonic, my tiny car. I went with half an hour from home with the women's caravan. I used a cot. The first night I slept on the cot only. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was cold. It was uncomfortable. It was hard as a rock or something of the sort. There was no give. It was terrible. Second night I used a foldable 3-inch mat that was donated to me. Thank you very much. It was relatively comfortable. That is, relative to just a cot. As it was a cot, I kept sinking in the middle, you know, kind of the boat thing. Kind of like sleeping in a bowl. I slept on that cot for 5 nights. I had had enough when the thought of the 6th night came up and sleeping on that cot. I went home. I was only half an hour away from home anyway. The second time I went camping, I used the same equipment but with an air mattress. It was supposed to be an 8-hour trip from home to meet a friend I never met before. It was a 15-year friendship. She was a customer that turned into a pen pal. We just had never met. Somehow, because I decided to make the trip in 2 days, I ended up driving 10 hours. Google didn't indicate there was extra time to get to the camping spot itself. I had problems putting up the tent. The poles wouldn't extend. I couldn't get them to extend completely. I slept in the car that first night on an inflatable air mattress, car mattress. Not the same mattress that I put on my cot. This one was for the back seat of a car. There was no leg space, a lot of back pain. At the state park where I met her, Indian Grinding Rock in California, I used the cot with the air mattress. It was cold at night and too hot during the day, so naps were out. Okay. I put a blanket under me to avoid leaching the cold from my body via the mattress. It deflated somewhat, slightly, a little bit more than slightly. I found myself rolling off the edge or sliding down in the bed towards the center, like in a bowl. Okay, this third time I went camping, I went again with the women's caravan. This time I towed the 6x12 cargo trailer for the first time ever. Okay. I made a wrong turn at the beginning of the drive. I drove for about an hour before I realized I was going in the wrong direction. To get to I-95, I had to drive an additional half hour, which coming back made it an hour and a half. So that's 3 hours already. Then I had to drive to where I needed to go, which was the original hour that I was supposed to have been going, because it was only an hour away from my home. The drive was 4 hours total. I had never driven with the trailer before. As the result of the 4-hour drive, I definitely learned a lot about driving and pulling a trailer on the highways and side streets. I had to turn around on a side street once, and that was seriously tight. But I still used the cot once I got there that night. I bought the inflatable mattress, but forgot to bring the foam mattress as a backup. It deflated just enough so that I found myself in a wedge between the edge of the cot and the wall. Strange position to wake up in. You should see me try and get out of the bed in that condition when you got to go to the bathroom. 6 days this time I stayed with that bed before I gave up and went home. In each case, these, except for the 8-hour trip to Indian Grinding Rock, I came home because the bed was terrible. I tell you, I've had enough with this bed thing, okay? So I bought a metal folding bed from Facebook Marketplace with the intention of being comfortable at the WRTR and the Women's Caravan. First of all, it was around 39 to 43 degrees in the middle of the night. Okay, so it got cold at night. You could walk around with a t-shirt during the day, but it was cold at night. Imagine, again, getting up and going to the bathroom as us old farts do, multiple times in the middle of the night, trying to fight your way out of the bed and then into the cold. And I didn't realize it was an extra long single bed when I bought it. So the mattress didn't fit the bed in length. Before going to the WRTR, I decided to raise the bed on 1.5-inch PVC pipe to give me storage under the bed. I could only put PVC on 4 of the 6 legs. The center legs of the folded bed didn't have the PVC support. The legs in the middle of the folding bed needed either support from something else under the bed or 2-inch PVC pipe, which I wasn't going to pay. I mean, I could have bought a 10-foot piece for $17 or 2 2-foot pieces for $10. You know, I wasn't going to do that. I don't know why I wasn't going to. I should have done that, but I didn't. The underbed support slipped out of place. I found myself sleeping in the crevice of a V with the ends of the bed up in the air and the middle down, with Rowley on top of me. Meanwhile, I had bought a 4-inch foam topper for the bed, king size, and I cut it in half to make an 8-inch mattress. I did bring that with me. Maybe that's why I didn't bring the other foam mattress with me. It was squishy, really squishy. Laying on it depressed it to about 1 inch thick. It was like laying on a cloud with the mattress puffing up around me, you know. You've seen those cartoons. I could feel the metal bars in the bed under me. So the next night I removed the PVC, blew up the air mattress, still didn't bring the foam mattress with me, I should have, and I remade the bed. So I put some moving mats over the metal and put the air mattress on top, then put the foam pad on top of that. I slid off during the night because the mattress deflated just enough to create a ramp. So I found myself sliding off. You should see me trying to get back up on the bed. Anyway, night 4. I put the foam under the air mattress and a blanket on top of it to keep me warm. That kind of worked, except that I constantly had to refill the mattress with air during the day, trying to stretch it out. The instructions on the side of the mattress said that a little deflation was normal, and eventually it would normalize and not deflate. That never happened. By the time I got to day 12 and came home, I was ready for my bed. Okay. I mean, I had done all kinds of combinations of restructuring that mattress and getting it level and taking out the PVC and remaking the bed, and it was a mess. When I got home, I found out that my bed wasn't comfortable either. I had forgotten that it had a hard spot in the middle. So I took half of the foam bed topper and put it on my bed, and finally got a good night's sleep on the second night, because Rowley was sick and woke me up every hour to go out on the first night home. So, what next? What now? Right now, I'm making a platform bed to go across the back of the cargo trailer. I took out the metal bed, the metal folding bed. People tell me it's like sleeping on the floor, even though you might have a good mattress. Well, I guess that's one of those things I have to find out. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. I still got the same mattresses, though. You know, the inflatable one, the 3-inch foam folding mattress, and 8 inches of memory foam topper. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a good night's sleep this time. But this time I think I'm going to take it out somewhere close, Walmart or somewhere, and try and sleep on it one night to see what it's like. Or maybe I should just put it down here on the floor and try it that way. Anyway, the Rowley report. Through all of this bed stuff there was Rowley's trials and tribulations. Rowley likes to sleep in the very center of the bed, or between my legs, but always under the covers. The cot was narrow, so at one point I stuffed pillows down between the bed and the wall near my feet to give him space to lay. That kind of worked by the last night we were there. So, aside from the bed deflating or being uncomfortable or sinking in like a ball, I was dealing with dog near my feet. Which was okay, because he kept him warm, you know. The bed was pretty much okay, but it was so high I had to lift him up and down. That was the bed, the foam toppers, the 2 foam toppers, and the air mattress made it very high. He wasn't happy about that. I had stairs for him, but he refused to use them. They were the same stairs that I have at home that he uses all the time. So I took the stairs from home and brought them with me so that he could get up on the bed, because I thought it was going to be high because I had the PVC up there underneath the legs. He didn't want any part of that. So my thought for you is to get a good mattress, get a good bed. Sleeping good seems to be more important than eating, although not more important than water, you know. I'm almost ready to buy a really good mattress, but it will have to be foam and cut to fit the space. We'll see. So I have some news for you. I'm going to be doing a live interview with Lucretia at Burning Up the Roads on Wednesday, February 23rd. More information coming soon. Okay, so I'd like you to join me then, if you could. Okay, so thanks for watching and subscribing. Please share our videos and subscribe to RV Adventures with Raven and Rowley. And thanks for your support. If you'd like to help us get and stay on the road, see the links below. Also, booping the like button and ringing the notification bell would help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Got to do this nomad thing more often, you know. Got to get out. See you next Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Take care of you and yours, and blessed be.